Well,
Hey!
what happened last time on Ebon Ward?
Nothing.
Oh boy, last time, it started off pretty chill. You guys made it up to the second floor and you found I guess it would be your third heart at this point. And it showed the memory of a young girl sitting on a bed, genuinely terrified, or at least nervous, of when a woman came in who had a lot of struggle even just sitting down to comfort her, and a man at the door who looked very displeased, and then the memory had faded. You wandered further in, found a couple of more just gross things that don't even need to be described. And you found a hammer, and then a tree tried to eat all of you. And Dia was able to surmise, and actually Redpath as well, that the tree was likely the prototype of Blood Harvest, or one of the first ones, but seems to have been horribly mutated from just being in this house for so long. You guys continued for a bit more, and then realized, wait a minute, we should go clown on those Tarlin bats. So you went through a little portal, went down the stairs, and kicked the shit out of all of them while they were sleeping, until a couple of redcaps walked in and also started to kill the Tarlin bats. Redpath was able to throw up a silver veil, which made one go up the stairs, take a lot of damage, then get paralyzed by one of Redpath's abilities, so fall back down the stairs through the silver veil. And you guys decided to just leave them in their blinded state and figure out what to do later. You went around the bend and found what must be the master bedroom of the home, and it played out a memory of a woman laying in bed as a man walked in with a tray, and then a couple of children came running in, and it was a comforting scene. Certainly one of the more positive memories seen in this home. And you were also able to discover in this room a massive heart, the fourth one. And on the wall nearby was a portrait of the family, looking healthy and happy for once. Maze was able to pull out his ring that allows him to speak with Art, and you learned a decent bit about the family. As well as maybe the circumstance here, using basically telephone communication to talk to the real Astrafel Blackthorn. It became clear that if he is woken up, and he is above you at this point, he will become dangerous. But if he is guided to each of his hearts, maybe there's still hope. And that is where we left off as you guys were walking out of the room. So let me bring you over, and don't worry, I will ping. Beep, 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 beep. Once it loads me back in, there we go. Boop. And I will ping one more. Oh, I'm on GM layer. Beans and rice.
Beans and rice.
Beans
There.
and.
Yeah, so you guys just wrapped up a pretty rough scene. But one of the things that Astrafel had done for you was clear these stairs. And Redpath, as you approach them, you can hear above. Obviously, the one just down in this room from you is much louder, as it's also one of the biggest hearts, if not the biggest one you've encountered. But yeah, you can hear another beat.
Is that the last one unaccounted for?
I believe so. Myself and Maze didn't get to see the one in the basement, but you didn't leave it in any sort of disarray or anything, did you?
No.
No.
And I'm quite confident that was the only one down there. Well, I guess let's make sure we've got a clear path to this last one. It sounds like once we
Do we have
start
a clear path to the rest of them?
Clear
I
is-
think.
Clear is relative. I think we would be able to walk between all of them without any issue. I think the biggest X factor would be the Tarlin bats, but I think at this point, we know.
Redpath kind of glances down this way. Oh, that's the hand hall. Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
hand hallway.
Yes, yes, we've all seen the hand hallway.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's over there. It might actually be worthwhile making sure there's no scary grabber down that way either. We don't really want anything sneaking up on us once we execute the plan, as it were.
Okay. Do you want to go upstairs, or what are you thinking? Okay, I will reveal this for you. You notice that a decent portion is blocked off from just part of the building collapsing, as well as just more foliage growing in. It's becoming clearer and clearer. And I should clarify, you are currently on the second floor.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you've seen a bit of each of the floors, it seems like the first floor is very much just like mostly just forest and various nature reclaiming the building. The second floor, there's a mixture of both, but still mostly the foliage. The third floor, you've been encountering an immense amount of organs and physiomancy gone wild.
Yeah, I think we should check out that hallway just in case, because if there's nothing there, that's a pretty straight shot down to the one in the center.
Mm-hmm. Now, we do want our paths to be as clear as possible.
Okay. Well, I don't mind putting myself out there. I say, restoring my temporary hit points before I forget.
Yeah.
I will take a quick peek in here since it's also around.
Absolutely. So, you look inside, and it's just, again, another kind of just toppled over room. There's notably more, like, along the walls themselves, like, various fruits and things of the sort, one of which actually falls off, and when it hits the ground, it just kind of deflates as blood pours out.
Gross.
Yeah, it's not great in here. But,
Well, no creepy crawlies, though, so...
yeah, that much you are very confident of.
He looks down disappointedly at the gross fruit.
Yeah.
Okay, before I traipse merrily along down here, for some reason I hadn't cast this yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and cast Bit of Luck and give myself
Just
that little...
a bit?
Just a little kiss of luck. So I get some ability to add d8s to my rolls. Okay. I'm just checking, is there anything else? Because I think we're probably gonna... I think we're coming up to a rest, so... Just seeing... Nah, this is good. I've used most of my things
What's
that I
that,
could...
Will? Huh? What's
don't,
that?
Don't worry about that.
Okay. Alright.
Dude, nothing is anything.
Nothing is... Oh, you're right. Let me just...
Yeah, Dia will go ahead. Also, are these flesh things or are these wild berry?
That's a
Blast.
kidney tree, babe.
It looks like it's a bit of both. It looks like there are berries mixed in of the wild berry variety, but a lot of it are like tongues hanging out, some like small kidneys, even you can notice like very small versions of lungs that take deep breaths. Yeah, it's gross.
And
gross.
remind me, did we when we initially encountered the berry bushes in the woods, we walked close to one and determined one of the colors of berry just kind of like explodes, is that right?
No, the
am I
exploding
making-
things were something else.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
those are the
Oh,
mushrooms.
that's right, yeah.
You might be
Yeah.
thinking of the mushrooms, yeah.
Okay, so we never really determined what the berries do.
Indeed,
berries
we
are
very
seemingly wild
deliberately did
magic.
not investigate the
Yep.
wild
Yeah.
berries.
Yeah, the
Okay.
wild berry bush, no idea what that thing does.
Okay, I was if we knew what any of them did, I was contemplating if like, oh, this one's a grenade, I'll throw it down the hallway to see if anything runs out and
Right.
gets exploded.
I think it's
but
kind of an
not.
oxymoron to try and know what wild magic effects are.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, Dia's gonna quickly.
Look at the ceiling in this hallway. I'm feeling it.
You look at the ceiling.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
You look up at the ceiling, Redpath, and you can see
Wing.
spaced out like a little bit of glistening light, and as more light is created in the hallway, you notice that they are eyes just looking down at you, unblinking, watching as you go. They don't seem to have the same capabilities as the larger eyes, but they do watch you very closely.
In the ceiling of the hand hall?
Oh, in the hand hall.
Yeah.
In the hand hall, you can see, like, along the ceiling. Again, there are those eyes as well. Not as many. Give me a perception check, actually.
Okay. Oh shit! I gotta bring up all my fucking bips right now. Hang on.
Your bip.
my
Your
bips
bop,
ready.
Your bippity.
I
bop.
didn't have my bips ready.
I said a bip. A bop.
Somebody
a
else
bip.
RP while I'm doing this.
Got my bips in the back. Dia's gonna take the Dia's gonna just quickly take a little mirror glance around this corner, just because it
Plus
seems
2 on
like
this?
there's a lot of potential for crossfire from eyeballs here.
Aw, bingus.
Okay,
I saw that
so-
bigger number.
Here's what happens.
Hmm.
You reveal the mirror
Aha!
down the hall, and you see an eye, and you see that, like, its pupil dilates, like it focuses, like it locks onto the object, but it doesn't flash.
Oh, it's learned.
Okay.
Sick
Red
of our
path,
tricks.
yeah, just little eyeballs along the hallway. Nothing really stands out besides that.
Okay. Oh man, this is really funny. I think I have one more trick at my disposal for eyeball fuckery, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna need it or not, but I want to give it a shot. Dia's gonna pick up one of these loose fallen bricks here,
Sure.
kind of dust it off, smooth it out, make sure she's got a surface, and she is gonna go ahead and cast. She's gonna go ahead and scribe into the side of it, just like scritch with her claw, and put a little explosive rune on that.
That's
And-
so funny.
And she kind of weighs it in her hand a bit, and she's going to
What is
just
that brick for?
right around the corner, just
Yeah.
fling it down the hallway to just stop somewhere within the vision of this creature.
Yeah, I would imagine that you would be strong enough to just huck a brick. So I'm gonna give it a perception check to, like, be able to read it, because, like, you gotta figure it's still, like, from a distance and all that jazz. So let me oh yeah, its perception's crazy. So 20 plus. Yeah. So
Yeah, read them and weep, bitch.
mostly what that was is almost a luck roll. Like, if it's a natural one, the runes are on the side that are face down on the ground.
Oh.
So it like kind of hones in on it and reads it, and the brick violently detonates as you feel the house shake a little bit. What do I roll for this?
So the runes detonate when read, dealing 6d6 points of force damage. Anyone close enough to read them takes the full damage with no saving throw.
Oh, so it's just straight up 36 damage.
No, 6d6. So
Oh, sure.
It's gonna be 16. But as soon as she hears it go off, Dia's going to point down the hole. Get it!
Just gets it. The signal has been sent. He charges down to get it.
Yeah,
I don't know
absolutely.
if it's
So
gonna
I
get
will,
a chance to get my ass before then, though.
yeah, absolutely. So if you want, you can do your rush in there.
And charge on in there.
All right, so let's see here. One
Why
moment.
don't we
I'm also-
just charge in there?
All right, and then I need to reveal more of this room for you. Boy, this is not working out correctly. That's fine. So yes, that'll absolutely hit if you want to give me damage.
Aw, shame you can't fight. Well, actually, no, it doesn't. Okay, yeah. Because I didn't need to charge. I'm fast enough to just walk up and
Just
do it.
Down smash.
I love
another-
numbers.
Every time you roll an 18, I'm like, oh.
Yes. Okay. So you are able to blitz on in and just smash it against the wall with full force. You hear it pop and just spray the wall. Yeah, it's like, you know what? This is how Nash do.
Yeah.
Nash is a professional. Let's see here. Beep beep beep. Okay, let me get my reveal tool. the rest of the room seems fine from what you can tell.
Peeks around the corner. All right, problem solved.
Yeah, he does a thumbs up and a big toothy grin to Dia.
Good job, Nash.
Good job, too.
Yeah, see, it's a good thing we went and checked this.
Is this anything or is this collapsed?
Oh, it is. I'm so sorry.
No problem.
Beep, beep, boop, boop. You look inside.
It's another rod.
Yeah, God, can you imagine?
The crossfire. Don't get caught in the crossfire.
Crossfire!
Crossfire. Okay, well, it looks like we're clear on this side. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot of interest to be found here. Not so sure about this, but you didn't see anything on the ceiling, right, Redpath?
I
Nothing
glanced, but
dangerous
it's
anyway.
mostly just bizarre looking.
Let's get a second opinion on that.
Want a second opinion? You're
Yeah.
So I did notice that I've been calculating my perception wrong. There should have been a +4 on that whopping
Wowie
12.
zowie.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Well, in any case, probably about the same.
Yeah.
Maze, you
Yeah.
look up at the ceiling, and you notice a little bit of scurrying. And on the ceiling, you see a hand on its own doing its thing, and then the middle finger like twists down to look, and you see an eyeball on the end of the finger, and it just scurries away faster.
Floor
Put
master!
this off!
Well,
Huh.
I will also note for you, Red Maze, because you did roll high enough. The walls, looking at them, there's more cracks in them than most of the other walls that you've seen in this building.
This hallway seems pretty sketchy, though the degree to which it is sketchy is still unclear to me.
well...
What would cause weird structural integrity problems like that?
Hands from wall.
Yeah, but like...
Dia's just gonna grab this, like, discarded chair here. Oh, we can... she'll set it down and just kind of, like, slide it on its legs as a ways down into the hallway just to see if anything reacts.
Okay. How far do you want to try and slide it?
I guess maybe, like, 10, 15 feet if she can get it that far.
Okay. So, what you see happen is you slide it out. Nothing really happens until a massive hand comes out of this door frame, grabs the chair, whips it inside, and you see multiple flashes of light.
Oh.
Oh goodness.
Don't like this hallway.
Maybe we should just not use this route when we're on our Grand Heart tour.
You then hear a squelching sound as something like an octopus trying to pull itself through basically a Pringles tube pulls itself into the hall.
Damn it!
Oh!
Oh, I see!
Oh, fuck.
As
Oh, I
it
see.
walks out, you see all of its eyes turn to you, and the one in the center of its chest locks on. I need to see what one it's doing. Can I have everyone make a... Yeah, give me a fortitude save.
Oh, Jesus criminy.
Pass.
Oh.
Dia, you are...
And I'm gonna use. I would like to use my bit of luck. One of my
Okay.
lumps to add a D8 to that.
Yeah, that'll
Sure.
probably push you over the edge.
Yeah.
21.
21. Yes. So I will roll this all the same, just because I think it's important. Cool. So you all get hit with this, like, kind of, it's almost like a black light. Like the whole room goes black for a moment. And when it comes back up, you all, except for Maze especially, oddly enough, you all feel drained for a moment, but you're able to kind of pull yourself back up. You ignore 3 negative levels.
Yeah, this piece of work tried to energy drain us. That's not
Yeah.
happening.
Can I have everyone roll initiative?
What a
Yeah,
big.
get it.
Let me get
Negative
some.
level.
Yeah.
Let's
Let me get some combat music.
double checking my bips.
Gotta check the BEP.
Initiative.
+2 on this bip.
Well, better than one of us
Select
getting
myself.
dragged into the fuck room.
Ooh, that's a big number.
All right. Has everyone done their initiatives?
Uh-huh.
Mine's in.
All right. If
Oh, damn it, they're on separate initiatives and the eyeball rolled high.
Oh, shit.
Let's see here. I'll also make their name visible. There. All right. Redpath, you are
Oh,
up
shit.
first.
I weren't ready. That's okay. I am slightly
Can you
in the
do
back here.
anything to fuck with the eye? That would be great.
That's my main idea. Let's take
Idea,
us a
well.
look. Ideas.com.
The eye.
Can I glitter dust an eyeball?
Yes.
I would
Would
think
that
so.
make the eyeball angry and unable to look properly?
More importantly, it would
yes.
make it blind.
Yeah,
It
blind
would make
is
it
the good
blind, which
part.
like nullifies a massive portion of it.
Would do. Great. Let's use my first instance of my racial ability, glitter dust.
Whoa!
Yeah, when that weird ass like black light flares up, Redpath's weird freckles and bits of gold on him just kind of like flash for a second, and he just spreads out his hand and
I thought you were gonna shoot it out of your eyes.
nah.
A glitter dust eye beam is not probably as cool as we want it to
Yeah,
be.
All right,
Maybe
yeah.
some
So,
friendly fire for this glitter dust.
what am I rolling for that? Is that a will save? Is that
It's
a?
a will. It gets lit up either way, but it's a will save to avoid blindness.
Blindness.
Sad.
Oh.
Ah, that's
They
a
have
good
an
one.
Okay.
insane will save because they don't have much else going on for them. So it is not blind, but like
It's not
lit up.
invisible. Hooray!
It's certainly not invisible. What color is your glitter?
I would say it is very, very light white gold, kind of, just to match
White
him.
gold.
Yeah,
okay.
just shiny.
So maybe something like this.
Dia, I do not actually have glitter dust on hand. What kind of action is that? Is that a
It's
move
a
action?
standard
This should
action.
be standard.
action.
Standard
Okay.
spell, yeah.
Will I cast us a spell to help us out as well?
Not if you just use your standard action on that.
Nope.
You won't.
Nope. That's it, baby. He's gonna step right here. He's gonna scoot past Dia and just whoop! And that's it for him.
Okay. The Eye of Blackthorn. It frantically looks around and you just like the light just goes ape shit in this room. Can I have everyone make a fortitude save as I'm just going down the list? Pass. Pass. I'm sorry, Redpath, you actually don't need to worry about it. You are
Okay,
like
all right.
around a corner.
Yeah.
But okay, so everyone passes.
Helpful.
You notice that as that goes off, you're able to resist the effects and hear as a bunch of now fully bone eyes hit the ground.
Ooh.
Oh.
Great.
Yeah. Dia.
Oh, okay. I think
Oh, it does affect an area. This
Yeah,
guy
it
is also
does. Yeah,
gonna
I was
be-
just gonna say.
I'm sorry about
Let's
that.
find
He
out.
is
I
also...
think it makes.
Ooh, that looks terrible. I'm gonna turn.
Oh, actually, yeah. That does mean the B-fed satyr would also need to roll to not be blinded.
That is
Oh,
also
yes.
important.
Yes, I will roll a will save for him. No, he
No.
absolutely fails. So I will
Get
mark
fucked.
him as blinded.
It gets a new save at the end of each of its turns, I believe.
Perfect.
And I think, I have an idea for how to potentially mitigate the eyeball, but I kind of want to see where Nash and Maze are positioned at the end of the turn, because it might affect it. So, why don't you drop me until after Nash, and I'll let these boys go first.
All right, I will move you down there. Maze.
I suddenly have a target I can sneak attack.
You sure can.
Let's do that.
Cool.
2 for the big
and
man.
Yeah, the big boy. Yep.
Yeah.
So, yep, those will both hit.
Cool. Bop. Bop. Bop.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Bop.
shit, dude.
Oh, that's a
That's a
great
pretty
sneak
good
attack
one.
dice.
Wow. Okay, so
Whoa,
minus
nice,
19,
nice sneak.
minus 14,
Nice
minus
on.
21,
And
minus.
this is a rare opportunity where I think I would actually rather use my other ability that is not offensive defense, but rather emboldening strike to buff my saving throws.
Okay.
Because
That's great.
somehow I don't think this big man is going to be too much of a threat while he is fucking blind. That
Yeah.
said, I will give him a penalty to hit as per debilitating strike anyway.
Perfect. No, yeah. Maze, you come running up and you find a lot of excellent sweet spots. Once again, you notice, you didn't see this down with Dia and Nash, but Nash, you're familiar with this, except for it's a different environment. Every time Maze hits, just a blast of blood pours onto the ground, and you just see it like rapidly deflating, but as it does, you see all of the veins start pumping more and more blood to keep its form. It looks terrible, and the floor is getting very slick. Let's see here. Yeah, excellent turn. It looks terrible. Nash.
Alright, well, I think since this guy is blind and looking terrible, my priority is the eyeball. So I'm going to just do a Vital Strike eyeball.
Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely.
Hey, very
Nice.
nice.
Wow. Really good damage. So you are able to bring the sword straight through the eye. It wiggles as much as it can. You drag it out, bleeding profusely as well. Both are hanging on. Both look fucking miserably bad. Let's
He
see.
got weirded in the turn.
I'm gonna change of plans. Instead of doing something silly and clever, and the eyeball probably doesn't have much health. I'm just gonna fucking magic missile it. Like
Yeah.
fuck it, right?
No, why do something cute when you can just kill it?
Yeah, just gonna roll that up. And I think, given that the satyr is also almost, I'm not gonna get cute and try to kill them both, even by splitting the missiles.
Hell of a
as
kill steal
hilarious
that
as
would be, though.
No. I'm just gonna fire all 5 at the eye. So that'll be Bimp.
Let's see here. Yeah.
Should get him.
So all of them hit and the eye just bursts. Just spraying onto the ground. It covers both Maze and Nash. The satyr is like kind of fumbling backwards from all of these impacts.
Just gonna take a step back, and that's my turn.
I
Right.
kind of love that throughout this, everyone just keeps getting covered in gross and gore and disgusting stuff, and they're all just gross right now, but Red Path is spotless because of his armor.
Let's see here. So satyr is going to take a 5-foot step back, just like just trying to get away from all of these hits.
Do you want to step up?
I kind of want to step up.
You
Step
can
up,
step
buddy.
up.
If I get grabbed into this room, know me as a hero.
Right.
We already do.
Let's see here. So, yeah, he is going to do a smack at you, Nash.
No, I'm not raging, so I squeak on by.
Okay. And then he will go for his other claw.
That will get me.
All
50%
right,
miss
and-
chance?
Oh, you still have that
50%
up?
mischance
Yeah, he's
blindness.
blind.
I'm so sorry. You're 100% correct. D100. High hits, low misses.
I hit, yeah.
High hit. All right. So if it's above 50.
Ah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Yeah. He does squeak on by. So here's that claw damage. 14 as this big meaty claw slams into your side and slams you into the wall. You kind of pull yourself off of it a little bit as he goes for his bite.
No.
Yeah, but 50% miss.
Yep. So high hits. No. So you notice that he goes out with this massive bite and you're able to step to the side. Actually, no, you didn't step to the side. Something pulled you.
You were pulled, yeah.
As
Oh.
Know me as a
all
hero.
the wall, all of these hands come out, grip you, and try to pull you into the wall. You see they're also grabbing the satyr and Maze. So Maze, Nash, and Satyr all need to make reflex saves.
Oh my lord.
You
Red
got it,
Path
boss.
would lose his mind if he were
I've got a
5 feet out
+3
there.
circumstance bonus on that.
Okay, here is Satyr's roll. Well, I don't think Satyr's gonna do so hot. Okay, so that brings you up to a 22.
Yeah.
Okay, so Maze and Nash, you are both able to like, oh god, like you have to keep dodging in this room, and suddenly the floor also like splinters open, trying to grip you. This hallway is a nightmare. The Satyr, however, will get ripped and torn apart from both sides.
Ah.
To shreds, you say?
To shreds,
Shreds,
you
you
say.
say. And so he will take, 21, I guess, like force damage as he's like being yanked on both sides of the wall. And he would be considered pinned and grappled. However, he literally
He is considered dead.
They're dead.
He is yanked apart by the walls.
To shreds.
To shreds, you say.
Can Nash see anything in that room? Are there more?
Yes.
I mean,
are there
so-
more creatures?
So here's the cool rub. I imagine Maze can just leave, and Nash has freedom of movement, so I don't actually think he cares that much that all these hands are
Actually,
here.
yeah, Nash, you don't have to worry about too much.
You'd still have to potentially take damage, but yeah, you can just go wherever you want, I guess.
So there is one other thing that is hanging out in the end of this room, and it locks onto you as you move out.
Bad hallway. Awful
Can I
hallway.
have you make a will save? Yeah, this hallway fucking sucks.
I love that I love that
Completely
we did
Oh.
took such an arduous route to get around to the other side of this without walking down it before, and now we're like, but you know, in the interest of full disclosure, what's in the handle?
Yeah. So, you are able to completely resist the effect. For a moment, your vision goes hazy, and you're like, I don't know where I am, what I'm doing, but you're able to shake it off, and this hallway can't grab you. And Maze
It
has
can't.
evasion, so he's able
Yeah.
to dive back into the hall away from all
Yeah,
the
freedom
hands.
of movement makes it so all combat maneuver checks meant to grapple you automatically fail.
Yeah, they
What
keep trying to grip you, and just nothing.
What up with the bone?
What bone?
The bone
bone.
on the
The
floor.
bone. Now, chat, am I stupid and just run for the eye, or do I
Just
come
run
back?
for the eye.
Yeah, go for the eye. Go for it.
The fuck?
Yeah, right.
Dude,
Don't ask Chad. Ask
Yeah,
us. Go
yeah.
kill it.
Kill.
Kill!
You guys see
Kill!
Nash ducking and weaving through this hallway, and then he immediately runs into this room.
Oh,
Okay. Yeah. So I will say I don't know if you'll get a charge bonus just because there's shit in the way.
Oh no, yeah, I wasn't
But-
even going for a charge. I just
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I want to get a vital strike.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, you can absolutely do a vital strike and whatnot. But yeah. Yeah.
Go. Yeah. Go.
Yeah, go, yeah.
Oh
Nash,
yes, that'll hit. Yeah, the eye like widens, like oh shit!
Oh fuck!
Oh,
You
fuck a
guys
dog.
just hear like essentially an explosion as Nash hits the other side of the wall. It is still alive, so in its panic, it locks on again, and poof, there's a huge blast of light. Can I get a? Yeah, give me a fortitude save.
Oh.
Oh, that is not enough.
No.
Okay. So, Nash, I'm
Okay,
gonna roll a d20 now.
That's cool.
What is that? Okay. Nash, you go to take a step back and almost fall over. Your legs are bone.
Oh no.
So your movement speed is dropped to 5, and you
Okay.
have a -5 on reflex saves.
Okay.
That's fine.
I'm gonna kill it now.
Yeah, absolutely. This has no impact on your arms.
Do, do.
Well, you can full attack at
I'm
least.
full attack.
Yeah. You can full attack.
There you go.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm just gonna roll the damage on this one.
Just save some time.
Okay, I need one more hit. You see it just like it's just petering out, it's just leaking.
Come on.
Yes.
Come
Oh god, I
on,
saw that
okay.
3. I was really scared.
Whoa, that dice
Sure.
went
That dice
way
kinda had a little movement.
A little bit of
like a fucking
zhuzh.
dreidel.
Yeah, there is just a burst in front of you, and you like go to take a step back, and you just can't. Not really. You have to almost like kind of penguin walk.
Oh,
Red Path feels something wrong in the Force.
Oh, what is that? What? Huh? Nash?
Ash,
Oh,
are you okay?
I will use my.
I did, but got me.
I will use my dimensional hop to over to here.
Sure.
I have just enough left. Or wait, I don't need to go across like that. I can just do that. And he sees Bone Flick baby.
Oh god. Oh no. Okay. Lean back. Oh god.
Guys leaning against the wall here.
Oh, shove chair.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna help you. All right. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can just hear a scream. Oh, is he all right, Nash?
His legs have been turned into bone.
Oh God. Okay. Can
It's from like the knee down, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
You notice that this hallway, all of the breaks in the wall, they kind of slurp back in. The best way to describe it is almost like eels just going back into their holes.
Yeah. Okay, so what he's going to do, he's actually going to lay Nash down so that his upper half is on the floor and his legs are elevated onto the edge of this bed. So that the blood doesn't just flow the fuck out of his legs.
That's the
We're-
thing. Give me a heal check.
Oh, is it just cut
Yeah,
off?
no, where are they gonna flow out of? It's bone.
Do you mean the whole leg?
When you don't even
It
have to roll a high.
calcified?
Yeah, it's
The-
bone.
Everything is
I
calcified. It is.
I was imagining, like, you know in cartoons when chickens
you were-
get their heads blown off and it's just a bone sticking out?
No.
No, it's not flesh melted off. It's all bone.
Oh
Like-
my fucking god, how do
like-
I fix this?
Like the way to describe this is looking at
It's like
the-
porcelain.
it's well, if you were to like try and shave it off or whatever, you are confident that the arteries, the muscle, all of it is pure bone, and whatever was flowing through before is probably just marrow now.
How the fuck do I fix that? Okay,
You,
You can give me a heal check.
It's. Yeah, I guess start with that.
Okay,
It just
he,
looks at Red Path's face and is like, so
Red
not
Path is more just
good.
confused. He's like doing math in his head. But he is still gonna prop Nash up such that the blood doesn't just fucking explode if it comes back. Oh, Jesus Christ. I get, +4 on this because of my visualization of the mind. Plus 5, my bad. So,
Okay.
+5 on this. How the hell do you
So-
undo Physiomancy Calcification Beam?
So studying this, you've heard of transmutation spells such as Flesh to Stone. You are confident because physiomancy is a school of transmutation. It might work the same way for cures as well.
Okay.
If only we had a
Flesh to
transmutation specialist.
If only.
Can
It's such
you
a thing.
guys find a way in here?
Do you believe this
Hello?
story? Do you believe this story? Oh, okay.
I mean, just be quick. Like, I don't think they can pop out that fast.
I guess we did have a second before they popped out when more people were in the hallway fighting. I'm just so tired.
Yeah, like all the hands like go back into the wall.
Okay.
Pokes her head out quickly. Haha. And then
So I am willing to do something really stupid if you want to work with me on a metatextual level.
Okay, can you give me some more detail?
So, I do not have like flesh to stone. Obviously, I just did not happen to prepare that one today. Blink, blink, blink. But I do have. Let me see. I'm trying to see. I'm trying to. Okay,
stone to flesh
restoration.
is actually not on the cleric spell
Yeah,
list,
it's
it would
not a
appear.
thing that I can do.
Mm-hmm.
However, I do currently have stone shape and soften earth to stone ready to go. Am I? Is there any way?
But that doesn't.
That's
turn
bone.
into
That's not
that.
bone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I think let's just try the
Oh,
transmutation wizard angle first before we start getting crazy with it.
Okay.
yeah, and I should say, like, Nash's legs look exactly the same as before. They're
This is
just
bone.
solid bone.
I
Where
mean, they
does it
don't look
cut
the
off?
same
At,
because,
like-
like, they're, you know, they don't have hair on them because they're bone, but...
It goes up to essentially like the hip, more or less.
Okay, so
and
there's
you
like
notice
just
that like
enough muscle at the top that Nash can move them. They're just entirely rigid.
yes. And you also notice that even the hair, like as he like is
Oh.
sat down, you see the hair like snaps because it's just too thin to maintain.
Nash, are you in pain right now from this?
No.
He,
It feels
he shakes
weird.
his head no.
Okay, well
Like,
that's something.
Feel like leg.
Yeah, profoundly weird, I would imagine. Okay.
Didn't even hurt when it happened. Just
Actually,
could
hang on.
stand and then couldn't.
Break enchantment. This spell frees victims from enchantments, transmutations, and curses.
Hey.
Break enchantment
Hey!
can reverse even an instantaneous effect.
Yeah, it's a good
I
spell.
do need to make it. I would need to make a caster level check. But yeah, yeah. If I roll high enough on this, actually, I think this can work.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I have one thing I can try. It's not guaranteed to work. It's possible I'll need more tries at it. It'll be my power against the eyeballs, I suppose.
Was stronger than other eyeballs, little bigger. So
Well, I'll give it a shot. This is the first and easiest thing I can try. Yeah, so Dia's gonna go ahead and cast Break Enchantment, just
All
on
right.
Nash. And yeah, I don't think there's anything.
And this just goes
else.
against like the caster level of the.
So it
creature,
is,
essentially.
for each such effect, you make a caster level check, 1d20 plus caster level, maximum plus 15, against a DC of 11 plus the caster level of the effect.
Okay. Let's see.
So it's
here.
it's a caster level off at which my baseline chance of success is about 50% if we're the same level.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'll go
Let's
ahead and
take a
try
peek.
that. And let me check real quick. Can I add this to this with bit of luck? Attack roll or skill check? Probably
No.
not. Alas, but I'll give it a shot. I don't have any wacky things that let me temporarily buff my caster level for this, do I? Nah, I don't think so.
It'd be
All
weird
right.
if you did.
I'll see if my luck is with me. Maybe I'll have better luck than trying to break enchantment off of fucking Armella. Here goes.
Hey,
Okay.
that
Not
could
bad.
do it.
You reach out and you focus. You're like, I gotta make this count. And you feel like because of your own just genuine understanding of transmutation and the fact that you're just a good ass wizard, it doesn't take long before you see the bones start to melt away and become Nash once again. Nash, you can remove those debuffs. You are no longer
Okay.
have 5 movement and -5 reflexes.
I mean, hey, we
Red
managed
Puff
to
starts
get...
doing a blood flow massage on his legs to get the feeling back in them for him.
So that's the crazy thing, Red Path. It's like nothing happened.
I mean,
like-
it's just a weird wizard curse.
It's well, what it more might be is that that plays a part. Magic's magic, but like physiomancy is the perfect manipulation and understanding of living things, and so to manipulate and alter it back and forth, I guess it doesn't seem to do too much to the body itself. Well, I mean, besides the outcomes.
Is it almost like a form of stasis?
In an interesting way, yeah, possibly. But you don't like that mentality when you think of the other bone bodies you've seen.
Yeah.
Huh. Okay, can you walk? Here, lean on me.
He gets up and he just stands up, apparently. It just...
Yeah,
Oh.
it's like nothing happened. You feel Scream on your back. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, look at you. You're back in 100%. Oh, and just wiggling in the sheath.
Pat.
Huh.
Yikes.
That
I'm
was
glad
really weird.
we've had good luck not getting got by that until now.
No, I was gonna say, like, it hasn't happened before now, so, you know, things went
Perhaps
pretty
looks
well, I
at-
think.
He looks at his hand and where his forearms kind of start turning into marble, and he's like, "Oh shit! If that had happened to my legs, then that'd be my whole leg now." Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, incidentally, can we see across into this?
And
Oh,
then
yeah,
the
another
eyeball
eyeball.
attacks.
No, I'm not that cruel.
That would
you
be
do
very
see a
funny.
hand in the bed just trying to make it over and over again.
Aw.
There's a teddy bear.
Yeah, it's also like reaching out for a teddy bear and making sure that it's positioned nicely, and it like every time it goes to fix the bedding, the bear falls over and it like pulls itself over and tries to put it back into place.
Well, at the end of all this, we still have a problem getting through if we don't want to get grabby hands.
I can fix that.
Oh.
I
Okay.
would have fixed it at the time, but there was like a large creature in the way.
There were things going on.
Can he, ideally he would wait until they get out of this room so he doesn't block off the doors, but he can try and meld it such. Can I use stone shape to basically make like a shell casing along the whole wall so that the hands can't bust on through?
Oh, interesting.
Like
Maybe
fucking
honestly,
that
that doesn't... It doesn't really seem necessary, actually. I think, genuinely, we can just cut in here, go down, and then cut out and minimize the time we
Wow.
have to deal with them.
Cut in here, still like there's a small element of danger to this.
Yeah, there's,
Sure,
there's
but it's
still
a-
50% of the party who can be
We
nabbed.
could do bag of holding shenanigans. Everybody get in the
Actually,
bag, we'll mash
wow.
them down the hallway.
Yeah?
That's very funny. Although if we're guiding crazy Blackthorn with us, I don't know if he's gonna be on
Yeah, I don't
board.
think we're
Actually,
gonna-
you know what you could do actually is just shape us an entrance here and here, so we can just walk alongside this hallway instead of going
Oh yeah,
through
bust
it.
on through, just ruin this fireplace here.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I could do some
Yeah?
busting, do some
Yeah, let's bust
non-magical
on through.
busting.
yeah.
I guess it could be a thing of you soften it and I just kind of.
Yeah.
Smush it out of the way.
So,
I mean, we
just
kind of,
clarify.
well, just as another consideration, I think we don't want to go smashing walls because this is still a man.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
more or less
Yeah,
the thing
you're
is
right.
that I
Okay.
would rather manipulate the shape of the stone
Yeah.
out in the hall.
Maybe I mean yeah, I guess if you can just seal off all the little cracks that they're using to jump out.
Mhm.
Or
Probably gonna
or-
want to rest before.
Oh, this this shit just lasts. This shit doesn't
Oh, it
go
does?
anywhere.
yeah.
Okay.
Unless I want it to, it just stay.
Okay, yeah, I support that plan.
Do we want to check out what's in the last room first, though, before we
I guess we can, yeah.
I mean, realistically, it's probably nothing, but yeah, it doesn't hurt to
Wander
check.
down
It
here.
could be eyeball 3.
I'll just get eyeballed for free
Let me
if
get
it's
my-
Oh, you know what? I'm gonna be a rules lawyer here and say this spell does not affect dressed or worked stone, which this certainly is.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah. Unfortunately, that would
Yeah.
not be the
Okay,
case.
I do have something else I could try, I guess. Okay. I think. So what I'd like to attempt here is
Oh shit! Wait, my bad. I was reading my other spell. No, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Okay,
I was reading
okay.
Soften Earth and Stone, which is only on
Ah.
natural stuff. But Stone Shape is
Okay.
a-okay. We're good. We're good.
okay.
Cool. Okay. So what is your plan here? Just so I understand what's happening and what I need to do.
So, what he is doing is effectively making like a hard candy coating of stone from the like floor up along all of here. He's gonna leave these openings for the doors, obviously,
Sure, sure.
but from bottom to top, so that if the hands do try and bust through, they're at least going to have to smash through stone.
Okay. Yeah, that is simple enough for you. You're able to just kind of snap your fingers, raise your hands, and you see a very
Wiggle
thin.
my bumps.
You wiggle your bumps. Thin. Not when I say thin, I still mean like a inch or so of stone rise up, and kind of block the way. And you can even see it because you're on this side, and you can see that like small space between the two. You can see hands reaching up, like patting on it to just like detect it's there, and then they recede back in.
Well, I don't mind being our guinea pig. Da-da, da-da.
Yeah,
Dun-dun,
so
dun-dun, dun.
immediately you hear, like this room is awful for sound now because it's just all these hands smashing into this wall. It looks like it's holding for now, but you are noticing that this much force over an extended period of time might dampen its effects.
Okay,
But at this point in time, it seems safe enough.
That's
Yeah, let's
fine. We
not
don't need it
antagonize
to.
them.
We don't need it to hold longer than like 40 seconds anyway.
Yeah, Dia will just hustle her way up out of here. Okay, well, it seems like we've got a clear shot through the second floor now if we need it.
Certainly helpful to have.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Shall
Nash,
we-
come on.
And
Take
I
a
will
look
say,
upstairs.
you have officially cleared out the second floor. There is nothing else here.
Hooray!
There are still some things that are mysterious to you on the first floor, but I don't know if that's even a route you'd be wanting
Signs
to
of
take.
Luigi in this galaxy.
Yeah,
Nah.
that's what, going through the like red caps area.
Yeah,
don't
there's
wanna
the,
fuck
the
with
stuff
that.
a floor below, right about here. We haven't seen on the first floor yet.
Mm-hmm.
Should we go back down?
No.
I think now we know we can get to. We can go from up here to here to here, the heart that's suspended above the foyer, to there was another one. The other one on the third floor is up these stairs in the south, right? The stairs near the acid ghost.
Yeah,
Yes,
the very bottom.
those
Okay.
also go up.
So that's 4, and then the last one is the basement, which
How are we gonna get him into the basement efficiently?
we can go. Well, we can retrace our steps. We can go back down into the first floor of the foyer and just go south back to the stairs, right?
Yeah, I will say, Dia and Nash, you recognize that, yes, the basement is going to be a tough one, just because it's also filled with blood. But you recall that there are like 4 or 5 ways to get down there.
Yeah.
It all
Yeah, there are
depends on
stairs
how.
outside
Yeah.
that we didn't use before.
Yep, there are stairs outside, and I will also tell you because you did see this, but it was a while ago. And you know what? Give me a survival check, you two.
Yeah, I love those. I can do those.
I've met
kind
him.
of.
Okay. Is there any bonus on that, or is it just a
You guys
5?
actually get a
No.
+2 on that
Okay.
because of
Oh,
Hunter's
because
Blessing.
your
Okay.
Hunter's Blessing. Boy, that has been very useful.
All right, so
Yepper.
this should be the full. There we go.
Nash,
Yeah.
you think about. Also, you know houses, man. This shit is you built this shit. Thinking about it, you're like, yeah, I remember seeing a stairwell. And based on where we are and where we were, I will just reveal that much. You won't be able to see like the full details, but you recall on the first floor, there must be a staircase that also goes down into the basement.
That's basically right below this.
Yeah.
room.
Now that is right around where the red caps are. So I don't know that we're gonna want to use that one specifically. But here's a question. Red Path, do you have a dimension door?
Yes.
Because if we take the long route to get to all the other ones, we have one zoom somewhere for free card, so we could zoom to the basement.
Yeah, zoom directly to the least convenient one.
Yes, but how are we certain that he's going to be able to follow us there, that he'll know we are there?
Well, we can bring him with. It's dimension door.
I imagine that might be a little difficult.
You can bring willing creatures with.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair. Well,
Well, actually,
I think
considering how I, an unwilling creature,
Yes.
was dimension doored before, we do have that one getting
Yeah,
back at will
but-
card.
Yes, you do. 100%.
but
I'm going to say
only
there,
if he
there
fails
is
a will save. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
there is a will save. Is the
I
is the
wouldn't
trade-off.
I wouldn't count on that. But yeah, if he's willing to let us lead him around the house
I don't know.
at all, one
Willing.
would.
I don't know if he's willing. I think it's going
Well,
to be a.
We'll see.
I'll like when we get there, I will give you
I'm
a
sure
full like rules dump of like here's how, because I'm not
Okay.
gonna bullshit you
Yeah,
or try to trick you because that's not fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
we are, realistically, regardless of what we think, we're probably going to have to try and play it by ear. We have the route down for the easy ones. The hard one we'll probably just have to figure out.
Alternatively, I can just make it work if I need to.
I think we'll be okay. But let's see this last one.
Also, I just wanted to say we have like 200 people watching, and that's really
Wow.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, folks. That
Thanks,
means a
everybody,
lot.
for tuning
Did
in.
you say something about Bulbasaur?
Yeah, no, Rube said, what a hell, Bulbasaur.
Yeah, what a hell, bonus.
What the hell, Bulbasaur?
I see.
I don't
I'll
know.
get it for
That-
you, Aram. I'll get it for you.
That's just really exciting to see. Okay, I assume you guys are going upstairs, yeah?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let me bunch you little goobers up, and I will teleport you, and then I will ping you.
Let's just bunch these gorp.
Sleep time.
Yeah.
Thank you for the 5 gift subs.
Okay. I will ping one more time just to make sure.
Oh,
So-
Rose.
You come upstairs, and yeah, one of the first things you see is a rose. To the southeast, you can hear it very loudly.
Hmm. Okay.
And you see that there's a hallway behind you. There's 2 doorways directly in front of you to the east and west, and then just to the southeast, Maze, you're able to catch that there seems to be another door that leads into a larger room.
Dia's just gonna crouch down and pick this single rose bloom up
Careful.
off the floor.
Yeah. You pick up the rose bloom, and when you do so, you notice that a hand that was holding onto it, like, reaches up, like, grasping at it very desperately, and then just withers.
Oh,
now
when
look
she
what you
sees that,
did.
she tries to put it back, unless it
Yeah.
withers so fast that it's not possible.
No.
No, okay.
But you have a nice rose.
Yeah,
Oh,
she's
you
basically
took
like,
it.
oh, okay. All right, well, I better keep this safe then.
Yeah. Yep, you pocket that. You can.
Not
feel
even
free-
pocket. She's just gonna walk around with it in her hand.
Yeah.
So, where to, then?
Sounds like it's through maybe the door just to the south of you, Maze.
Alright.
Yeah,
Yes,
Maze. I'll reveal this for you.
Die.
You are able to look inside,
Oh.
Oh, the
and you see a small theater with a bunch of eyes looking directly at the stage, and like growing out of the veins are these satyrs that are getting like filled with blood. And at one point you see the one to the south like stand up and snap a couple of the veins. As it steps forward, it just falls to the ground, kind of undulates a bit, as you then see like dozens of veins from the ceiling latch onto it, pull it back up like a puppet, and it just kind of fumbles out of the room.
Damn, he got errands to run.
Well, that's problematic. What are the odds that the eyes aren't at their full power yet and we can just walk in there?
Oh, there's
there-
eyes in there? Take no
There's-
chances.
There's a lot of eyes
Gestures
in there.
down to Nash's legs.
Yeah, I know, take no chances. I was just hoping there might be some optimism.
Well,
Yeah.
do they look the same as the eyes we've seen?
No, they look a lot smaller.
Well, the ceiling eyes didn't do anything. The ones that Red Path saw.
Yeah. I will say at this point in time as well, you do notice that some meat starts to grow once again near the heart, as 2 very small girls appear and a very, very tall gentleman appears. And then over on this chair is one woman who sits with her hands folded. And as they all stand up and take a deep bow, she starts clapping very loudly. It looks like she even gives a little hoop or a holler at them. And the girls start to dance with the man and start spinning him over and over again until he like notably gets dizzy. And he like actually pushes them away like, stop, we're not doing that anymore. And then they come rushing over and hold him tightly. And he looks down and you can sense that there is a pride as he just kind of brushes their hair and the scene fades.
Maze describes what the meat did to his friends.
What did the meat do to your friend?
It made them sad.
Well, it's probably best to not go in guns blazing. Can I borrow your compact?
Sure.
Alright. Let's see if they've got the same gusto as the big ones. And Maze just reaches his hand with the mirror in. Makes a little bit of noise by tapping it on the wall.
You notice that the noise doesn't seem to do anything. But you like wiggle it long enough and some light hits it and reflects on the wall. And all of the eyes like turn to look at the little reflection against the wall, and they don't seem to flash or anything. They just honestly seem pretty fascinated.
Oh.
Yeah, honestly, it's like a cat seeing a laser dot. They're like, whoa.
No telltale bzzd. Hands it back. Might just be fine.
Okay, well...
There are some satyrs in there, but, you know.
Oh, they're satyrs? Well, those are worth killing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you wanna... Are they on guard? Are they alert? I guess not, if you just did that.
No, but I'm not gonna give them a chance to if we're all good with that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Alright.
Yep.
Flash step / veins.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, no. You come rushing in. You bring it down vertically on their neck as they're lying down. They like turn to you, and the moment it hits, there is just this blast of red, and it spurts against the wall, dead immediately. When that happens, you hear as it's like getting nervous and afraid, and it stands up, twists a little bit. It is going to try and take a shot at you.
Shot?
Yeah, you watch as it like actively breaks its like wrist, and then it kind of twists the hand forward, and you see an artery burst out, and just a jet of blood is shot at
Web
you.
launcher.
Yeah, essentially.
Whoa! No!
No.
Yeah, your touch. Yeah, no way. But you do notice that as you take a step back, that like where the blood hits, there is actually like a groove in the wall, like a high pressured hose. It's like, oh, shit.
Well, I'm not gonna stand for him continuing to exist if I get to.
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright.
Yeah, that's all it can do. It just stands up and then takes the shot.
Alright.
the shot.
I'll take my shot too. I don't get
Yeah.
to sneak attack him, unfortunately, but that's life.
Yep. And as you're sprinting forward, it's still, definitely hits. It's still taking shots at you as you go. And you're going for the veins again, right?
Yeah.
So you slice at the veins that hold it up, and it instantly flops to the ground and just like it can't move now. It's immobilized. It's not dead, but it can't move.
I love hearing that. Die.
Yep, so that's your go again as its turn is getting veins reattached to it. Yep. Yeah, honestly, it's a mercy killing.
Yeah.
As blood once again just pools out onto the surface, and you hear a splashing sound as you realize that the scene is starting again as they dance in the visceral.
Ugh. Alright, cleared.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
Good
they
job.
were pretty sorry sort.
Let's see here. Dia and Maze, can you both give me a perception check?
Sure.
I can
The Dia
try.
perception check. Here
I
you
literally
go.
can't do it. I can't beat 24.
Okay. Maze, it makes sense because you're closer.
Yeah.
You notice that the heart begins to go back to a calmer beat, and you notice that there are like it looks like a satyr is starting to form, but as you're walking by, it looks like hands reach out and like are trying to snuff it out before it's created.
Ah. Are you on our side? That'd be nice.
Yeah, you're not too sure, but feeling more optimistic. And then I will reveal this room as well, because Dia's close enough. Just gross. That's like really the best way to describe it. Just looks bad in here.
Well, the heart here seems relatively easy to access. I think all we have to do is find the man of the house now.
I don't know. Had a personal home theater. Couldn't have been that bad of a guy, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you've heard some pretty nasty tales about this dude, and he's definitely done some bad things, but at least he seemed like a decent individual, or at least one that cared about family.
Maze real quick knocks on the wall to check the acoustics of this small home theater. They're probably unimpressive considering the size, but you know.
Yeah, actually, if you want, give me an appraise check.
I'd love to do an appraise check.
And Nash, if you want to give me a carpentry check
yeah, let's go.
to determine how well designed this was. Okay.
He's not with theaters. It's not his forte.
Not your forte, and you've only been in like a couple. You listeners, like, considering how old it is, it's like fine. It's no like the theater you've been to at
Certainly
Arrow.
not.
Like, not even
like,
close.
But like, given the logistics of home theater acoustics, it's probably better than you could expect. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a cute inclusion, if nothing else.
Yeah, you get the feeling that this might have been here from the get-go, but when the children were old enough, they were like, "Oh, this is our territory. This is where we get to hang out. This
We
is where
are
we
theater
get to
Oh,
play."
they turned the home theater into a kid's playroom. I see.
More or less, it seems that way.
Redpath is meandering by the door. He doesn't seem to want to go in there.
Hops down. Fair enough.
Fair enough. I don't think anyone will get on your case about that.
Okay, well, do we go straight in? I personally am I'm out of most of my special fun things to do, but I have some degree of hope that we can keep this quasi-peaceful, or at least, you know, I don't know. I'm not maybe that's naive optimism speaking.
I
That's
sort of.
always the hope, but I don't think we have the luxury of that. I think we do need to rest and think about what we're gonna do.
And
Also escape routes. If
Yeah.
we decide that it's a lost cause, how are we getting out of here? That kind of thing.
Also, keep in mind, we did do a lot of hiking before we came here.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that I'm not tired. It's just after seeing everything we've seen, I have mixed feelings about making him wait any longer, you know?
Well, he's
But at the
already
same
waited
time,
this
what's-
long.
What's one more night?
Yeah.
Alright,
I-
well,
Dia,
will
how
tell
are you
you-
feeling in regards to...
Gestures to the sky.
oh, going off of my last known information, looks at the GM. How
Yeah.
are we on werewolf timer?
You're still good on the time.
Okay.
I believe where we had left off, like when you first entered the mansion, was like at least 10 more hours before anything. You've probably
Okay.
been in here for a few hours. So if anything, taking a long rest might bleed into the moon showing up. But I believe Redpath has a means to avoid that shit entirely.
One more time. If you try to help me resist that will save, or go
No,
along with it.
I'm not even talking about that. your Valoria's blessing.
Yes, correct. Correct, yes.
Oh,
I
because
thought,
because
for some
we-
reason, I was under the impression that the moon is more powerful than an extra dimensional space and it would bleed
Nope.
through.
Nope. I don't think so. My brain space is like, obviously, if you were in a bag of holding, I'd be like, well, I don't know about that one, Chief. But like, considering what that item does and who gave it to you, I don't think
Yeah.
you would need to worry about such things.
Okay, yeah, that's not a terrible idea then, actually. Certainly, if we're gonna rest, we would need to do it out of the influence of the moon, or else not do it, because, yeah, I'm due in about 6 or 7 hours, ish.
Well, do we want to spend that 6 or 7 hours in a vague idea of Leviara, or interrupt a facsimile of the Blackthorns?
Let's go hang out in Leviara. I think they've had enough weird intrusions.
Fair enough.
Okay. So, Redpath, do you pull out the Leviaran?
Yeah, he will take it into this side room here, and he will prop it up between this bench and the wall so it doesn't flop over. And then he will wait for everybody else to go in, and he will cover it with a sheet.
Okay.
Yeah, this floor is probably the best. These rooms haven't been fleshed or overgrown with roots so bad, so hopefully we won't have anything to worry about for a handful of hours.
So, what happens then is, let me change the music just a little bit. Yeah, I think that's all right. You enter the painting, and you are greeted by a very lovely little, looks like a vacation home, part of Leviara. And you look off to the east, and you see a couple of boats hanging out. And so the weirdest thing that you're noticing is that as you're walking through, this is all paint. Everything you see and interact with does leave like a little bit of that paint residue. But the moment you let go of it, it does like wipe away from your hands. It's genuinely lovely here. So,
Oh, a handsome little spot for a rest.
I don't even need to get a house.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh my god.
nope,
This is
that's
all,
the beauty of it.
This is all a little uncanny for my taste, if I'm being honest.
It is a very abrupt transition, I'll give you that.
Huh.
Yeah, their blood's still on me.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
There's still a little bit of red on
We're
you.
in here. Yeah, I would have offered before, but it felt like a waste since we were still walking around in it so much. Dia will go ahead and prestidigitation, clean people up a little. Oh. Yeah, that plus getting to maybe slip into some clean sheets will do a world of good for my mental health after all that.
Yep. You see some roses on the ground, and you realize that they are noticeably large. And you realize, wait a minute, this artist was shit at perspective. Everything's bigger than it should be.
Oh,
They really should have
oh,
caught that by going inside of their painting.
Yeah, idiot.
Idiot.
But I mean, on the positive side, you're like, oh, the beds, yo.
I feel like a little bug or chicken on these cobblestones, like I'm going to fall between them.
It is all quite chunky.
Yeah. You push the door open, not locked at all, and it's immediately just warm. Just very pleasant and cool.
There's no amount of reservations I could have about this place being strange that would make me say, oh god, I hate it here. It's warm and nice and well lit.
Yeah.
I call this room because it's the first one and I want to fucking flop.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, you just plop on down,
Oh, can
and
you me immediately?
yeah, You do hear a scream who's like, I could eat all of this. There's like so much ambient magic, and you can hear her just salivating.
I know.
Nash,
Pat.
Unreality.
Nash, I'm so hungry. She just pouts.
I know. Ate so much in Leviara, none in Woods. I know.
Yeah. Redpath, you open the door and you can smell a perfect breakfast as well as a couple of little sandwiches laid out.
Oh, well, that's fake.
Oh, that's
Well,
paint.
Yeah,
Ah,
I will tell you that you can't eat anything here. It'll have a weird texture, but it tastes great.
no, I'm
Okay.
making actual food. I made actual food for this exact reason, and it... Mace, where's the bag, please?
Eh?
I ate the
I
bag.
need supplies.
You mean you ate all the food? No, I ate the bag.
Yeah, here. Just hands over the bag.
Redpath will begin preparing supper from the lunch boxes he made.
Aw. Yeah.
So, morale check, I suppose. How are we all doing? Dia seems tired, but otherwise normal.
I don't know.
That's honestly a reasonable stance. It's not exactly a normal situation.
Hang on, I smell fake food.
There's real
Actually-
food here.
Real... Oh, right, yeah, actual real-ass food that we brought.
Mm-hmm.
Although I have to say, this, like, what happens if you eat this?
I think it would give you indigestion. Like, it would taste great for a bit, and then you'd be like, why am I still hungry? That's the vibe I get.
You know, people like to throw around the phrase empty calories a lot, but I think this would quite seriously be empty calories.
You're probably right, yeah. I don't need
Meanwhile,
that.
meanwhile, Valoria on the road. Those ungrateful pricks.
God damn it.
Claps her hands. Your house is now termites.
Paint a termite spell.
Whoa, termites
I
be upon
curse
you!
thee!
But yeah, no, Redpath, you're able to cook up a nice little meal for everyone.
It is.
So,
He makes a fucking shepherd's pie, bro. That's the first thing he comes out.
oh, yo.
Hell yeah. Get it.
Oh, I gotta say, we're right now. I know you'd think I'd be the last person to say this. I'm not feeling like meat.
See,
All right, let's
I'm
see
able
what-
to separate. I'm able to separate work and
Can I-
pleasure, so I will take a
If you just
shepherd's
got,
pie.
if you just got some fruits or something in there, I'll just munch.
Did you not see all the trees with bizarre apples on them? How is that not affecting you?
Well, but they're fake empty calorie apples, aren't they?
No, I mean in the house.
Yeah, no. I mean, in
Oh.
fairness, you didn't watch the fruit drop and bleed, but there was one that did that.
Oh, why did you bring that up?
To get a
You just
rise
had
out
to
of you.
ruin this for me?
Yes.
We should all be on the same page.
Give me the pie.
It's a
You'll get
lovely
over it.
pie.
There's enough vegetables in this that you can ignore the rest.
Everyone except for Nash has to, like, kind of hoist themselves into the chair because they're, like, also proportionally a little.
Oh no.
Damn,
ah.
this was painted by the person who laid out the that tavern in
The
Gravy's
tavern.
Reach with the 12-foot long piano.
You make one shit tavern a couple of times, and
A couple of times!
You make the
No.
same mistake a couple times, and everyone's like,
It-
"Oh my god."
to be fair, really bad in the proportions in that bar, like inexcusably
Yeah,
bad.
but like
I-
they don't make it easy, right?
no, but
Hmm.
yeah. So, kind of how this all works, and obviously, if you want to RP more, you can totally do it. This is a long rest. Totally safe. You don't have to worry about shit. You are all at maximum. You get all your health. You get all your doodly-doo back. Yeah, because if you're saying, are you saying the full 8
Yeah.
hours?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, and it's tranquil. It's really nice.
I actually, Maze does have one talking point that just sort of fluttered through his head. Hey, Nash.
Uh-huh.
Do you think there's any gnolls who have been through more strange things than you have being a part of this adventure?
Well, Weaver, look at my thread. Very colorful.
It's
Very short, very colorful.
a hell of a lot of stuff has happened. It's just I don't actually know a whole lot about gnolls as a culture or as a history. I don't know if you've had any grand tales of dudes who go and kill, I don't know, all manner of things and then come back and are like, I am the greatest gnoll, and he is because he did that.
More like guy who kills one really big thing and then come back and say, I greatest gnoll.
Ah. Well then, sounds like you're the greatest gnoll.
It's kind of like being from a small town where you have one person who goes and does something cool and then they come back and that's what they become known for, and that's the only impressive thing about where you're from is that one guy who went and did a thing.
Well, he does it like a real ass raspberry.
Oh,
That
I don't
tribe
mean it
no
in a
get
in a
to
mean
say
way.
they have greatest gnoll.
You're right. We've got the greatest gnoll. And we're very thankful for it.
You just hear a scream meter behind. I would second that notion. Can I have a toast? You feel the sword like wiggle? I think I might be able to eat it.
Oh yeah, we know we eat the paint food, so you can have paint food.
Yeah, so what'll happen then is whenever... Oh, yeah?
Red Pat just watches this, like, feed toast, fake toast to sword. Huh?
So whenever Scream Eater eats a spell, you can, like, see the arcane, like, leave the hands. Because, like, whenever you're doing a spell, you're actually temporarily opening a portal to another plane and you're draining that energy. What happens here is you just essentially hear a Hoover sound as, like, all of the... Like, it turns into a liquid and just gets absorbed into the mouth of the sword.
Herbie inhale SFX.
And she's like, it's conjuration with just a bit of evocation. Oh my god, delightful. Ah, I apologize, Nash. You're not getting a spell out of this unless you want to throw toast at someone. But, oh, the bacon divine. Well, divination, but you know.
Shut up.
All of a sudden, I've got another talking point that's come to the forefront of my mind.
What's that?
Yeah.
So, obviously, we're no strangers to having peculiar traveling companions being trapped inside of our bodies or objects, but, I mean, we can seemingly talk to Scream, right?
Yes, hello, I'm here, yes.
You seem very unique. Do you know how you came to be?
She kind of thinks for a moment. I know I was crafted at some point. Well, obviously, I'm a sword.
Right.
But I don't really know the reason why. I think it's a situation of borrowing the power of demons to infuse them in weapons. It was a common trait long, long ago. But unlike most demons, I'm not exactly... Well, don't get me wrong. Yes, I'm hungry for power. But I like the companionship. The unity of working with another. Ask me a few thousand years ago, I might have given you a different answer, but...
Oh, I was going to ask how old you are.
I don't know. A lot. I know it's been quite some time. And I was in the, exhibit for a long, long time.
Then what's that like? Being a nerd for hundreds of years. I mean, that might give us some perspective about who we're dealing with. Because I'm just trying to wrap my head around a mere 400, and it's actually driving me a little insane.
I think I could give you insight on that. It's quite dull.
Yeah,
Yes.
but you're different because you've been raised as a borderline regular human.
That may be true, but based on the little bit I have heard, I apologize. Before I could even talk, I eavesdropped a bit. It sounds like we're in a similar boat, though I had the luxury of, I could just fade into nothingness for a while and blip back when necessary. But even then, still, I'd perk up and still in display case. Just waiting and watching the same room over and over again. But it's better now.
Glad to hear it.
Yes, and I assume you're in a similar boat, Mr. Myers.
Life has a lot to offer me, yes.
Mm-hmm. There's so many things to kill. There's so many things to eat. There's so many places to see. Oh, the people you will meet. And you feel it once again wiggle on your back, Nash. And like, again, anytime she wiggles like that, you're getting the impression it's like an attempt at a hug. You're not entirely
Yay.
certain, but it's definitely affection to the best she can.
Yeah, he always pats screaming her back when she wiggles.
Very interesting. Your demeanor is, and just your way of connecting to the outside world is very starkly different from another demon soul infused into an originally inanimate form that I can think of. I wonder if it's just down to your original personality or the different way in which you were granted this form.
She thinks about that. I'd wager it's a combination. I mean, to be fair, I don't remember too much of what I was before, so this might as well be my original state. So with your companion, I imagine it's much more uncomfortable. Not to mention, I have had no ideals of leaving this form. Maybe one day, but at this point in time, now more than ever, I'm more than comfortable. And you feel it like relax back into the sheath a bit. And yeah, Dia, as you've been talking about Addis, you do realize that he hasn't really said anything, which is very strange. Actually, for like the entirety of this manor.
Yeah. She'll kind of poke around back there in the shed and just see is he just there and being quiet, or is this like into the loyal verse where he was actually cut off?
I'll fade you in there. Why not?
Oh.
Ah, sweet.
Okay, bye, Dia.
Bye, Dia.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Hang on, I'm getting raptured.
Dia, do you want some juice? Dia!
You enter that space again, and you see Addis kind of huddled up, holding his knees. You've never seen him in this manner.
Oh.
And he's just mumbling to himself.
Not the sad anime pose. Gathering cobwebs in the corner with a spotlight on him. Yeah, she sees this and I can't move this, Dia.
That's okay.
It doesn't really matter. It's not like there's a lot of physicality here, but just so you're aware. Yeah, she takes a couple steps toward him, and if he doesn't react in any way, she's just going to kind of crouch down next to him in the same position. I assume in this mental whatever escape that this is not bound by strict physicality, and so we can be about the same size, even though we wouldn't be in reality.
Yeah. And I should also mention, because Chad also pointed it out, where are the spores? The spores are still there. I turned them off because they brick roll 20.
Yeah,
but they
the
are
gift too powerful.
Yeah, but they are very much still there, slowly fading down. And when you sit down, you notice that Addis actually like kind of jumps a bit. Dia, I've
Sorry, didn't mean to intrude.
No, we've just been around so much. Meat. I've been good.
You've been very good. You've been dead silent. In fact, I wanted to come and just make sure you were doing okay.
I need to focus. Just because it's the first flesh that he like suddenly turns to you and gets close. There'd be no consequence. There's no soul. Just the one. And
I see.
it just comes back, so would it really be bad? Just bad! Don't! No!
Okay. It's okay. So you can calm yourself down there. Don't need to get worked up about it one way or the other. Just... Wow, you've been going through it more than I realized. You're usually quite vocal when you're feeling that sort of temptation. I appreciate that effort for sure, but I think if you're struggling with yourself this much, I'd actually rather you let me know so that you don't have to feel like you're hiding it away back here.
I know, but there's so much happening. Someone in a position like me is hurting. I didn't want to distract, so I focused on me. Sorry.
I understand. You don't have to apologize. I care about what we're doing, but I care about what you're going through too. So, and you shouldn't feel ashamed or for feeling what you're feeling. It's, that's not really something that you can control, and I certainly can't. If you're gonna feel shame over anything, it should be the things you choose to do. And it seems to me like you've really gone above and beyond trying to be oh so responsible and helpful with how you've handled this.
Well, you've been there for me so much. And sure, we've both had our missteps, but I mean, even you recently, you've fought temptation. Though you've also gotten what you want.
One step along the road, anyway. I don't know if this... She kind of folds her arms. When I happen to slip into your memories, it usually just kind of takes me by surprise, but it really entirely feels like I've been transported to another place and time, and I have no sense at all of what's going on, in reality, just like, being in a dream. If you want to, would you like to perhaps distract yourself in my memory for a little while?
He kind of freezes and slowly turns to look at you. Are you certain? That feels invasive, and I must admit, I have seen snippets, which is why I had that one rude remark back in the inn.
Yeah, I figured as much. I mean, there's no reason to think that it would only be working one way or the other. And I know I kind of snapped at you there. I feel a little bad about that, but I've gotten to see some of your most intensely personal experiences, and ones that you are not terribly proud of or fond of. And that wasn't my choice, but I got to see them, and I'm sure you would have preferred that weren't the case. So it only seems fair, if it'll help you tune out the difficult situation we're in until it's behind us, then I don't mind. In fact, I think I'd rather you experience something like that for a little while, if the alternative is you shivering in the dark here.
He looks very hesitant, and that's when you can feel a presence. But
What?
Oh, there's no need to be so rude, dear Diadem. You should know that he's never alone. I'm always watching. I don't want to be here. You see Addis grip his head again. No. Keeps whispering.
Did you come here for a reason? Or you're always here? Did you make yourself known for a reason?
I merely like to remind one of my subjects, and even in this, it's so hard to see, but in this blackness, you see an inky hand reach out and cup Addis's chin, who is like actually trembling.
Oh, Dia's just gonna straight up walk up and smack it away.
There is this big smile. My apologies. You're right. I should always ask first. Rude to assume.
Subject, is that supposed to mean like experimental subject or like subordinate?
There's like a long pause. Subject may have been the wrong word. More a patient. Yes, that's the word I would use. A patient. They struggle with something, and I guide them. I shepherd them. I can't just grant wishes, no. Where would be the victorious feeling in that? It should instead come from a sense of accomplishment. Don't you feel satisfied that you have earned your Crocowolf state? Your many magical capabilities, dear Diadem?
I absolutely do. That's why it matters to me that I earned them under my own power. And you may say, well, I don't just grant wishes, but your guidance is a little more than that, wouldn't you say? It's a shortcut. And it doesn't lead to where you actually want to go in my... From what I have seen of your past work.
Tilts his head, or their head, and it's again that strange feeling. You can just hear the sopping, nasty sap splatting, and as it's moving around you, clearly this entity is still changing its shape, but because of the void, you cannot see what it continues to molt into. And it thinks about that for a moment, what you said. You're a little mistaken, dear Diadem. The slumbering soldier gained the sleep they so desired. The eternal dreamer finally had dreams. Those are but two. And you are in the process. Again, a hand reaches out but does not touch Addis, of granting a body for dear Attis. Am I wrong?
Something we're
takes
working on
time.
together.
Yes, together, in union. Friends, something oh so very human. My gift to you, Attis, you just had to wait. But not much longer.
I'm sorry, are you taking credit for my work? Are you taking credit for the relationship that we have built?
I did start this path, did I not?
Lol.
Yeah, but that's like pushing a boulder down the hill and then claiming credit for gravity.
But there still needed to be a push. Am I wrong?
I think that if you had never made contact with Addis, then one way or another, he would have found a step closer day by day. And if he hadn't met me, it would have been something else or someone else. He's patient and he's determined.
He certainly is. Well, the eyes drift once again back to Addis, who you see once again is just shaking looking at these eyes. I do hope he enjoys those memories you share. Don't worry, I won't peek. My eyes are needed elsewhere, dear diadem. And you feel it just drift off into the inky darkness.
Ugh, what a little creep.
Addis makes no sound. He just trembles.
I know it would be a useless and glib remark for me to say, oh, don't let him get to you. Because, well, there's a long history there, and I can understand why you would feel under its power. But you're here with me now.
Thank you, dear. But I do want to make something clear. And he looks at you, and it's his attempt at a smile. It's hard, because he's made of platinum. You've brought me further and closer than anyone or anything. And I did not deserve it. So if you do need to make a choice between you and me, you better cut me out.
I wouldn't even know where to begin.
I guess we've been stuck together too long.
Well, in that spirit, would you like to look through another pair of eyes for a little while? I can't promise that it's going to be exciting.
He, stands up, and you see him, fiddling with his hands. It's almost childlike, just this nervousness. If you are certain.
I am. Weirdly, I think out of everyone here, I think I'm the most okay with you knowing. I mean, you already know some. But
I wonder, though, do you think they should know as well? I mean, he kind of, chuckles a little bit. I'm just some cannibal from hundreds of years ago. That, I must admit, I had planned to steal your body quite a while ago. But the compassion, well, it changed some things. At least the people in the room with you. Yes, you butt heads with them. But they've been honest with you. To the best of their abilities.
I would tell them more if I thought it would matter, if it would benefit them. But it's very hard for me to see anything from back then mattering, you know? So And let's be honest, out of all of them, and you're the one who will appreciate it, right?
In its mundanity, I will cherish it.
Then yes, I'm sure.
And he sits back down. Again, he wraps his arms around his knees, as if waiting for a story. So, I don't have anything lined up. If you would like to talk about any memory you think Dia might have, you're more than welcome to.
I didn't think or know that we would be going here.
No, I didn't
so-
plan on telling you. So if you don't
Yeah.
have anything right now, we can save that for another time.
Yeah.
Dia tells Addis something.
Something. and...
Chat doesn't get to see the backstory.
No, sorry, chat. No, I can think of more interesting ways to present things that can be accomplished with even a little bit of prep time instead of immediately on the spot. So I'd rather wait for the next opportunity if it comes up again.
Eat
And
shit,
if it doesn't-
chat.
Eat shit.
Yep. I didn't want to tell you because I thought it'd be more interesting
Yeah.
to have it happen naturally. But I think this works out great because then maybe I can set up some maps and things like that. So chat, don't worry. If anything, this also works out great because this is Dia talking to herself.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah. Yeah, Dia zoned out for what only seemed like 3 seconds. I love some of the chat. I want to never learn Dia's backstory until 20 minutes after the finale.
Retrospective.
We tell you in the fan art.
Oh yeah, since it never came up, here it is. And then the stream cuts.
Oh man, this is a really funny idea. I'm just gonna save this so that it's not lost. I don't know if we want to take that approach or not, but that's funny.
Oh, that's certainly intriguing. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to that. That's intriguing. Yeah. But yeah. Is there anything else that people wanted to have happen here, or?
I don't think Dia's hungry anymore, so she is going to scoot off to bed for real this time.
Okay.
That's reasonable. Maze does have another thing he wants to talk about, but I don't know what the segue would be other than him just blurting it out.
I mean, Dia zones back in and the conversation has moved on.
Yeah, sure. Dia zones back in. Maze is just like, I don't know. She seems nice enough. I feel like I have good chemistry with her, so why not try dating her?
Well, you're about the same level of interesting, on the surface level.
Dia's eyes suddenly darting back and forth. She didn't hear what the subject of this was, and she doesn't want to ask because then it'll be like, I'm sorry, I wasn't fucking paying attention while you were talking. So she's like, all right, I'm gonna wait for context clues.
Mace looks directly at Dia. What do you think?
What do you see in the relationship? What prompted this? It's all very sudden. Leans back in her chair.
I just feel like we're very similar, all things considered. We have similar drives as people, trying to undo all of the things we fucked up in our lives.
National, it's like, I can see that. Mm-hmm.
To be fair, she is also very pretty. So, Also, she's rich. What a bonus.
I mean, wealth doesn't mean a whole lot to me.
Scanning through her mind, it's fucking. I mean, Pure's rich because technically she's a lion heart, but has she fucked up a lot in her life? Not really. No. Is Bella Withers rich? Does she make a killing in more than one way?
Redpath for a moment looks over, and he is intentionally looking over because he's about to chide Dia for not finishing her food, and then he realizes what she's doing and doesn't say anything.
But you're not in it for the money, I'm sure.
No, certainly not. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do like to receive money for doing services, but it's not something I'm looking for in a relationship.
I mean, she could still do that.
She could still do that, but that's not really the point.
All right, suit yourself. Scream Eater continues to eat bacon.
Magic Hoover sounds in the background.
That is only ever so slightly distracting.
You notice a couple bricks get sucked out of the wall.
Please, I'm like a little restrained, please.
Give me the shovel.
No,
I'll get it.
no, that is a sacred no.
Shovel comes flying past your head.
He's gonna catch it in midair. Fuck that.
You just come on.
Please.
I see.
Fine, fire.
Yeah, no need to stop your shenanigans on my behalf. It's fine.
No, go on.
No,
go
you
ahead,
can keep
please.
talking. She's just eating other things around her.
No, that's...
Sorry, I didn't know that I have another child to take care of.
No, it's all right. I don't know. It just feels like high time I give it a shot, and she seems at least stable.
Okay, not Bella Withers.
Dia, you're doing a lot of hemming and hawing. You're dying to say something, right?
Oh, you noticed. I mean, I think. I mean, at the end of
you've
the
collaborated with her before, right? So you must have some opinions on her.
Sure. But I mean, at the end of the day, all that really matters is how you feel about her, right? It's not like you
You
need
know, you're
approval
awfully
from
lucky that we
anyone
didn't
here.
just let her die that one time.
Sure.
I
Has
really
to
care
think
about
again.
Yeah, and Nash is like, oh yeah, I remember that. Very
Mhm.
close.
Yeah,
Close
Just
call.
let her go.
I'm glad I wasn't there for that, frankly. I feel like that whole experience probably would have made this a lot stranger for her. Mm-hmm.
I think that helped the whole you
Probably.
two get along thing.
But yeah, you're right. It doesn't really matter what you think and vis-a-vis my relationship and choices that I make, but you are also my companion, so I feel inclined to ask for your opinions.
Well, as an erstwhile, maybe future, unclear romantic rival to her, yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
What sentence did you just say?
God, figure that shit out.
Erstal.
It's like a bear.
I think, honestly, I feel like the person who is actually the highest hit rate for instinctual, oh, this is a good idea or not with regards to other people, across the table for me. If, like, Nash, if you're on board, if it feels like a good fit for you, I would honestly trust you on that. I know it might seem strange to say you've been less integrated into, you know, the social dynamics that a lot of the rest of us have to deal with for a lot of our lives, but you seem to have good people sense. At least I can't think of a time when you've been like fooled by a bad person pretending to be good.
I mean, other than times when all of us.
Yeah, no, Masquerade
Yeah.
did pull one over on all of us.
And Roman did try to poison you when you were a small child.
What?
Oh, didn't trust him.
Yes, but
You hear Scream Eater shaking. What is this about Roman? What did he do?
Don't worry, he's armor now.
Oh,
he's in this room actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sticks out his tongue. Didn't fight me, you stupid elemental. Whole time.
Maybe I shouldn't tell her that story. It's kind of a bad look.
Yeah, it.
If it's a bad look, why do you keep wearing them? Zing.
Well, Mace was about to give you a real answer, but he has now noticed that it was a zinger. Ah.
Oh,
Oh,
it's good armor.
good on.
I mean, metaphorically speaking, I sort of hold on to it because, I don't know, these days I've been really enraptured with the idea that as you go through life, there are just more and more people who are protecting you, either literally in Roman's case here or figuratively. And if I killed him for something other than work, it may as well be to keep me safe, right?
That makes sense to me.
That's a more
That's a little,
philosophical reason than I expected.
That's a little bit greedy. That sounds like something I would say.
I don't think of it as greedy, but that's your
Think a little-
perspective, I suppose.
I
Yeah.
don't think greed is that terrible of a thing. All things in moderation, of course. Treat yourself.
You just ate my whole fire.
Oh, no, what are you talking about? And you see that the fire is like basically ashes, but slowly becomes back to fire. And she's like, ooh, it's back. She hungry.
She hungry.
She hungry. Alright, well, I'm glad to get your opinions on the matter at least. Just all matters. I do like talking to you all. Especially you, Dia, even when you're very clearly not sure what it is I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
you certainly got my opinion. You asked for my opinion, and I responded to each and every one of your questions. So I don't know what you're talking about.
Dia, who was I talking
I don't know what
about?
you're talking about when you say I don't know what you're talking about.
Dia, what person was I referring to?
Her mouth moves for a second. Can I make an intelligence check to see
Yeah.
put together all the clues?
You've been playing a lot of Guess Who in your brain, and there's been enough information that you can like have Colin Mockery's
enough
guest of like
clues
the
for you.
broadcast game or whatever, where it's like,
yeah.
Wow.
16?
I would say you're not like 100% certain, but you're like 80% certain you've got it.
Yeah. Rosa.
Nailed it.
Yes.
I mean, she's right. She was clearly paying attention.
Yes, all signs are
You
pointing.
see? You see?
All signs are very much pointing to Dia paying attention.
Yeah, that's weird. I mean, it's funny because I think you could view the situation as being like, oh, it's a good thing you weren't at the keep, so that because we were going around and obviously we were on a super deep cover thing and it was anti-keeper stuff, so like, she won't associate you with that. In a way, you could say like, oh, she saw us at our worst out of the gate, so it biased her against us, and it's good you weren't there at the
Well,
time.
that really doesn't stop people.
But, well, sure. But I actually think it'd be more accurate to say in reverse. We saw her at her worst there. It's a good thing you weren't there. I get her a lot more after meeting her family. But out of that context, yeah, she did the right thing after every other option was exhausted.
Yeah,
I
doing.
think one of the more positive ways to look at it is that both of you really only have nowhere to go but up, so...
That is a very positive spin on it.
Yeah, and you've got all the time in the world.
That's true.
Are you gonna try and recruit her?
Yeah.
I guess it's not remotely crazy at this point, given everything else that's happened.
Strictly speaking, if we're going to try and pursue the Ebon Ward going public ever, having someone whose job was doing spin control over the terrible things your organization has done seems like a useful person to have, and is also clearly a person we don't have already.
You're
Yeah.
right on both those counts.
but also I think she would just be a decent fit anyway. The Ebon Ward is made up of a lot of people who sort of run out of chances.
I don't think you could say, I mean, for a lot of people, it's because they have nowhere else to go. I don't think you could say that in her case, but yeah, there's certainly, she is someone who would probably benefit from a chance to start fresh. There's just about everyone's got an opinion on Rosa Hersif in the circles that she has run in to this point in her life.
Nods. I think it would be good for her, and good for us, so it seems sensible.
Hang on, so you gave her, you asked for, that's what you had in the forest.
Mm-hmm.
You had her little thingy.
Yes, her
What is that?
anti-homelessness architecture hairpiece.
Yes. God, that's a funny way to describe that. But you're not
Hostile
wrong.
architecture.
Wait.
Let me get around.
Oh, I was wondering what that was and where it came from and why you were using it for that purpose. Wait, so she gave that to you?
Yeah.
Oh. Cool. It kind of sounds like this isn't even like an unresolved thing. You've already got your foot in the door.
I mean, had it gone the way I'd tried to, it would have been an unresolved thing, but it seems that the grasp of the Feywilds wasn't that bad. He thinks how he was almost ferried away by improv. Actually, it should have been outstanding. This needed to be a firmer grip on reality.
I mean, improv is very persuasive.
He's just shaking his head.
You are so into that.
As it turns out, I'm very passionate about performance. Sume.
Have you told her about the Andrin situation?
No.
I mean, she couldn't possibly take it worse than Garen did, so we got that going for us.
So, fair to not remember, because this was a long fucking time ago.
Oh, she knows.
No,
Dia
she
and Nash-
knows me.
Yeah,
and
you
she
guys told her.
Okay,
got
we
put
told her about that, but did we tell her
in-
specifically Maze is the
Yeah,
one who
so
murdered
she
her?
does. I don't believe she knows that. She does
That's
not know
more
that
what I had
detail.
in mind, yeah.
No, she doesn't know that I'm directly responsible for that.
Okay. I mean, it's... Yeah,
It's not like she has any involvement in it moving forward, so.
It doesn't seem like the
No.
most pressing thing, but I will probably bring it up to her at some point.
It's mostly... I'm curious... I guess Garen's pretty much going off...
Yeah, it
striking
sounds
off on
like
his
Garen
own
wants to
anyway.
fuck off forever.
Yeah, so I suppose it might not really matter as much now. It's sort of like... It's the kind of thing that it would be unfortunate if she talked to Garen about it randomly and he said something about it, assuming you had told her, that could lead to some weird conversations.
Frankly, I think we already dodged the most weird conversation, which would have been killing her father.
Yeah?
Can't argue that.
Yeah, although, I mean, I feel like the fact that at the time her father was also ready to kill her would have taken some of the edge off of that.
Sure, but you gotta agree. Weird conversation to have.
Yeah, no. Talk about, yeah, there's your awkward meet the parents moment.
I'm sure he'll be thrilled also.
Nah, that'll be really funny, yeah. You should go ahead with it if only for that. I mean, I guess you already got his watch. You don't need to kick him while he's down.
It is a nice watch.
I took your watch and this is out of character. I took your watch and fucked your daughter.
I can't
I
say
only
that.
care about one of those things.
Yeah, I was thinking, which one?
Yeah. Where's
What I
my
care
cop?
about?
No. Oh.
Anyway, I'm going to bed.
Yeah. You enjoy that.
Hey, is there a tub and shower here or anything?
It would just be paint,
Check in the
right?
back. Yeah.
Yeah. There's one. Yeah,
Off
it's
screen?
It's off the grid. It's over there.
It's the fucking ocean.
It's like
There's a lake, bro. There's an ocean, a beach.
yeah. There's
If you
like
want to
a
get covered in paint.
I'm
like-
already.
it's off screen, but it's like a little outhouse slash bath.
that is paint, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it's all paint.
you will be sprayed in paint.
It's just, prestidigitation technically works, but
So-
it's not the same as getting to
I
relax it
think
away.
for once in your life, you should hold out so that the first time you do get an actual real bath back in the waking world, it will feel just that much better.
Oh, all right, but only because I'm trying this whole restraint thing. And now I will see you all in the not morning.
Good job. Like the whole trying the restraint thing.
Yeah.
He's like, yes, my pupil.
Yes, go, dear. Go to
Go.
bed.
Go to bed at reasonable hour.
Yeah, so I figure from that point, everyone's able to find their bed, and yeah, it's enormous, and God, it's one of those
Red
things
Path,
where
hello!
it's actually really nice because when you get into the bed, you throw the covers on, like, I hope I don't get too warm, but it like immediately gets to the perfect temperature. The pillows are exactly like as soft or as hard as you need them to be. It's like, oh my, it's fucking, I mean, based on what you got it from, it's divine. It's a positively perfect night rest. So, you can restore all of your spell slots. You can restore all of your health, all of your rage rounds. Everything is back, baby. You are at 100%.
Hundo Pete.
I love hit points.
And hit points
I
love you
love
back.
hit points.
Dia trying to figure out that Maze is talking about dating the concept of hit points.
She's just so fulfilling, you know? She keep me healthy.
She makes me feel alive.
You know what? She makes my heart glow.
Alrighty, so here, what I'm gonna do.
I feel like I have her when I have no one else.
I feel so bad when she leaves me.
She leave me.
Let's see here. Is everyone...
I would die without her.
Hey girl, what that green bar do?
God. Let's see here. Is everyone got all their numbers and things figured out?
Yeah.
I have removed my icons. I have fixed my numbers. I have my
Nash,
spells.
get rid of that icon.
Yeah, we don't have life bubble again yet, even though we
She
will.
didn't eat that shovel. You don't get it.
We will definitely immediately be casting life bubble again, considering how we have to go walking through blood.
Okay.
You have to go back down in the basement.
So let me bring you guys back over to where you should be. Beep beep beep. I will ping in just a moment.
Of course. Take your time.
You guys in the morning, quotation marks, wake up and Red Path leads you back outside.
And the nice music keeps playing until we realize everything's made of meat.
And it's
Yeah, you come back out and it's like, oh God, the smell is horrible.
No, Red Path spent he woke up like a half hour earlier than everyone and spent that half hour just sitting there ruminating like, all right, prepare yourself. It's gonna happen.
Just sticking
Put it
his
all
head
behind
out on occasion, microdosing on Meat House.
Okay, so very important question.
Yeah.
We are at kind of a crossroads for time.
Okay.
Do we want to see if we can get this all done in one go?
Oh God.
And if we do, I am suggesting we take a break so that we can
Yeah, I'm down for it. Let's go.
Oh, I don't know if I am. It is a long-standing tradition that we ill-advisedly try to get everything done in one session at the end. But maybe we don't want to keep up the vicious cycle that we because if we go forward, we'll end up with a 5-hour session somehow.
You will.
My hope is that I'd be hitting 4 hours.
So an hour and a half from now, you think?
Uh,
Well, okay, so you know better than us what we're signing up for. Do you think that's realistic or wishful thinking?
I think it could be done, but if dice are mean or if things go a little south, it could go a little longer.
And if you want to go a little south, you can become a patron.
Or watch tomorrow when episode 2 is shown publicly.
Yeah, I for once I want to err on the side of let's do this properly and just get it done next session instead
Like,
of.
there's also going to be a lot of emotional.
It's gonna be a lot of
here.
emotions. It's gonna be a big combat. All of our souls will be leaking. I just don't think I'm up for that today.
Okay.
If that's I think we would only want to go for it if all of us were up for it, and you are
Yes.
expressively feeling the other way. So I don't think we should just press on regardless.
Yeah. Because the other nice thing is that if we do wait until next session, it can be the focal point.
Yeah.
It can
Yeah.
just be that the whole go. So, I think if that's the case, I realize this is not a very exciting end. I think here is the best
Roll up
place.
Do you have like a clip? Can we walk in and see a giant meat man animate and be like, "Who goes there? Cave of Wonders style?" Or like, I don't know.
Yeah, like if we walk in here, will the boss fight immediately start?
No.
Oh.
you literally have boss stairs. You still need to ascend.
Oh.
I just think that the boss stairs included with when we kick this off all add to the
Will be
story.
better.
Okay.
Okay.
Then
yeah.
we're just gonna have to walk away and figure this out next time on Ebon Ward.
It's fine. You
Yeah.
know, we're still ending at like, all right, we're ready to we're at the threshold.
Yeah. Yeah.
I normally would do a sneak peek cut, but I genuinely think
It'll just be better if it's all one piece.
Yep.
No, I get
It's
it.
all
No, it's
one-
walk up
I-
the boss stairs. Gotta
Yeah.
have
Yeah.
that anticipation. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, the other thing that you could do is that you haven't explored all of the rooms, so you could like peek in
Oh,
there really
God.
quick and just be like, hey, what's going on in here? Oh shit!
Now,
just-
here, another thing we haven't done, we haven't used the orb on any of the metavision.
I feel like orb usage might be better used for trying to pull the sad man back to reality.
Yeah. Oh, there goes
Okay,
gravity.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, then I think what we will do then is we will find out what happens next time on Ebon Ward.
Whoa.
Exciting.
Yeah. Yep.
Ooh.
Cool beans. Yeah, so next session will be Blackthorn.
Le finale
Mhm.
Le finale.
Of this arc.
of this arc. Yeah. Not that.
This would be
I
a
don't
weird
know
time
what-
to end Ebon
I don't know
Ward.
what
Be
could
bad.
be waiting for us.
Blackthorn,
we
Ebon
walk
Ward
the
is
stairs,
over.
And it turns out Blackthorn's the secretist project was a teleporter that leads straight into the back entrance of the throne room of Errol. And we walk through, and the queen is standing there
What
like,
is this Dark Soul shit?
I'm going to look determinedly this direction, leaving my soft neck, the one part of me that wasn't dipped in the river Styx, exposed to the door behind me.
How is that the one part of you that doesn't get done?
It
Because that's
folds
what they were
up.
holding her by the neck. They were throttling her like Bart Simpson.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then they were like, "Oh, we need to get her head too," and they flip her around.
And the good doctor was there making a house call, and so when we kill the queen, we blow up the castle. She literally just dies as collateral damage, and that's why the story is over.
I love Ebon Ward fanfiction.
Me too.
Who says it's fan fiction?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wait till next week.
We
Yeah.
can make it real.
Hey,
Be the change you want to see.
hey, we've got a Patreon. You should consider supporting us there if you haven't already.
Yeah.
The money that you give us there helps fund all the cool artwork and such in games like this. And also, if you subscribe to the $5 tier of the Patreon, you'll get access to next week's episode of Ebon Ward South a little bit early. Oh ho!
Yeah, haha.
Yeah. Think about it. Tantalizing.
Not only that, but it's also got generic icons you can use in your own games. We'll be posting soon. I sent you the South icons for the first episode at least. And obviously when we wrap up Blackthorn Manor, there's going to be a shitload of Ebon
Gonna
Ward
be a whole
icons.
pile of them. So, brace yourself for that.
Yeah.
Also, we have a Discord. You should consider joining it if you haven't already. It's our community hub. It's where the weekly schedule gets posted, and it's where people submit fan art. Speaking of, do we have some?
We do. I can grab it real quick. From what I can tell, it is in Imgur,
Yeah.
courtesy of Bread Bunny.
Thank you so
I'll
much.
throw it in the Roll20 chat. Look at that.
Thank you very much. Ebon Ward, 144. There's nothing inherently wrong with Mace's new partner, who is Rosa. Maybe.
Maybe. Okay.
So first from Zilla Burbo.
Yay! Birthday, E.B. Ward.
Goodbye.
Oh, it's your birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Oh no, a late edition cut off
Huh?
part 2 of it.
Sad. Well, I mean, here's Oops All Bones from
Oops,
Salem.
all wrong.
Bone and Bond cereal.
And Bond cereal.
Thank you. And then Zilla Burbo got bonked. Sad.
There was a delayed reaction.
All bones.
Your motherfucking life ends 30 minutes from now.
Bonk.
Amazing. Thank you very much.
Then from Zilla Burbo.
Oh, love it.
it's
Didn't
a
even happen this episode. It was just us talking about it, and I don't think Zella Burbo has seen it happen yet. But boy, you better get ready. You only got 120 episodes.
Dia did turn into a sexy cow.
It happened on episode 117.
You just-
No, 16.
Okay.
Yeah, because
You
you
just,
did cow and then toddles.
you just know that offhand?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Alright, well thank you, Zilla Burbo. Then also from Zilla Burbo. Yes, the hand hallway. We've all seen it.
I didn't!
Yes, the hand hallway. We've all seen it now. Thank you, Zilla Burbo.
I love these expressions.
Then also from Zilla Burbo.
Oh.
Boom!
Hold on. I have explosion. Where is that?
I'm pretty sure I only prepared explosive runes because I was like, I bet like some fairy will try to steal shit from us and I can get them with that. And then we got to the eyeballs and I was like, oh my god, it's like fate.
Then from Salem.
I prepared explosive runes this morning. Heart.
Whoa, brick be upon ye. Thank you, Salem.
Thank you so much.
Then from Takio.
Big Father!
Thank you,
He's a
Takio.
whole fucking house!
He's a whole stinking house! Thank you so much. Then from Zilla Burbo.
Aw.
The boy.
That's
You
it.
did
That's
it.
it.
That's the money shot.
It's the money shot. Love it. Love
Thank you,
it.
Zilla Burbo. Then
Love
also
it.
from Zilla Burbo.
Love it.
When you
When I
I bones. Thank you, Zilla Burbo.
Thank you so much. Aw.
And from Skeptical Litter Dusters.
Just.
Shuk, 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 shuk.
Oh Lord, they shaking. Salt and pepper.
Dia reminds me of like a puffer fish.
Thank you, Skipped. Then from
Aw.
Oh, I'm
Tams.
sorry, I missed it. I just got back.
Oh, it's okay. It's
Weezer.
we got it's Weezer, yes.
Oh, it is Weezer.
Thank you.
hell
Thank you
yeah.
so much. It's nice.
Thank you so much. Ooh.
Whoa! Then from Zella Burbo. Yucky.
It really is my birthday. Hi, monstrosity.
Hi, Twirl's hair.
Thank you very much. That's rad.
That is right. Thank you, Zilla Burbo. then from Tams. Got it.
Me Winnie. Me Winnie.
Thank you so much. And then from Zella Burbo.
Yeah.
Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna paint ourselves just a happy little Myers. Uh-oh. Well, he's not happy at all.
Oh Lord. Well, okay. There's no such things as little mistakes. It's just,
It's just a deeply unhappy accident. Oh dear.
Deeply unhappy
Oh, dear.
Dampier.
Quick, beat the devil out of him.
Impossible. He's made
no,
of the
does
devil.
that to Dia.
Thank you, Zella Burbo. Then from Zella Burbo, termite upon ye!
Ugh. Ugh.
A gift.
She looks so smug.
Then
Amazing, thank
then
you.
from Zero.
Yeah,
Yahoo!
Wop, 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 wop.
Wow.
Wow, 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 wow.
Then from Zella Burbo.
Yo, what is that? A fucking cat?
I don't like it.
I love how little idea of what was going on must Zella Burbo have had
Right?
in that scene.
Like, what the fuck?
I mean, Zella Burbo clearly understood the point, which is Addis is sad.
Saddest.
Saddis.
A awful little war criminal who does not deserve to be described as a little meow meow because he's a horrible creature.
The very next one is captioned, in fact, war criminals who have successfully activated my maternal instincts.
That's very nice. Thank you, Zella
Correct.
Burbo. Then from Tams, eat shit, chat.
Shovel.
How about your opinion, Dia? God damn it.
Oh, sick.
Oh, sick.
Aw.
Thank you, Tams. Then from Zella Burbo. Yeah.
Flip.
Flip.
Blep.
Very cute.
I'm eating tonight, baby. Nash art.
Nice art. Then from G.I. Joey. Tall.
Oh.
Oh.
Blackthorn just towering above everyone like a fucking pine tree.
Hello.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
And then also from G.I. Joey.
Oh no, it's Caddis.
It's
And
just...
then
He uses Pokemon Red and Blue confusion on you.
Oh no. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Then
Aw.
from Tams, I realized I made them bold in the drawings before I did. It's okay.
You saved Mace Myers.
bald maze.
Wig.
Yeah, wig.
It was
That's
a wig the whole time. That's why he keeps asking how it looks.
That's Ray's Myers.
Would Maze be able to see his hair and his reflection if it was a wig? Food for thought.
Yeah,
I
he
feel
will.
like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, thanks everybody for
maybe.
submitting all that.
Yeah, folks, thanks a bunch.
And well,
Hey,
thank you for running this. This was a pleasure.
hey, thank y'all for playing.
Next week, baby.
Next week, mark it on your calendars. Get ready.
Friday,
Oh, boy.
Sunday.
Popping a cold one. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's for you, chat. Thank you all for coming out and supporting the show however you do it. We had like 200 people here, which is so many, and
That's
honestly,
awesome.
it is so awesome. Like it's easy to lose track of that when you're on the internet and numbers are infinitely scalable. But like for the like if we were at a convention and 200 people came to our panel, that would be sick as fuck. Oh my god. And
Dude,
it's sick as fuck here too, so we really do appreciate it.
Dude, and like Twitch numbers, especially like 200 is fucking crazy. So thank you guys so much, especially because like how fucking long this campaign is. Like, oh my god.
We never make any claims that our content is accessible, but you're coming out here and you're doing the homework, so you know what? Give yourselves all a great big pat on the back. Thank you for being here this time, and thank you for being here next time. Say goodbye to chat, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Toodles.